thing is, it's not about sharpness.
Okay.
So it's not about cutting the glass. It's just about hitting that point nice and firmly and following through.
Okay.
Okay?
Ready? Here
so
we
you go 1, 2.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Alright, so I want to talk about this movie from Tyler Perry called Straw. Like I say yesterday or the day before, I was talking with a young lady and we were talking about movies, and she mentioned this movie, and she was talking about how she liked it and all that kind of good shit. But she said that one thing that she had noticed was that Tyler Perry was using this over exaggeration for the characters. Basically, it's kind of like I don't know. It's just the way she explained it. I was like, you know, were they just like overacting or some shit? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, well, I'm not really fucking with this movie. I don't even mess with Tyler Perry like that. I used to watch his plays, you know, like years ago, but then when he started turning them into movies, I was like, this is some bullshit. And so, you know, I never, you know, stopped being into Tyler Perry shit. But I went and I tried to give this movie a watch, because I try to tell everybody, you know, at least, you know, try the movie at least once. You know what I'm saying? No matter what somebody say. You know, I'm a movie buff. I love movies. And no matter how disappointed I am with the industry, you know, I'm just like, okay, I'll try some movies at least once. You know what I mean? I couldn't get halfway through the movie before stopping it. So I tried it. And I stopped it, I would say, during the bank scene. And I was just like, you know, this is a movie where I can be like, I hate this movie, and I hate that people put movies like this out there. You know, it's like, okay, the movie make us look stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's like, is this what you think of our people? Do you think that we act like this? Do you think that, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, it's fucked up. You know, everything was like over. It's like overacting, overreacting. You know what I mean? It's like I can understand the boss saying, okay, you need to get to work. And then there's, hurry up and get to work. Why are you walking? You know what I'm saying? There's a, man, why are you walking? And then there's, why are you walking? You know what I'm saying? You're still walking. There's a difference, you know what I mean? You got somebody who says, hey, give me the money. Open up the safe, old man. And then you got the old man like, you set them up. It's on you. You know, it's like, man. And the dude who plays the boss of the store that she works at, I've seen him in other movies, and he's good in other movies. Yo, as a matter of fact, one of the first movies I saw him in was a movie called Toy Soldier. Was it Toy Soldier? The Soldier? Toy Soldier? The Soldier? It's a Denzel. It's a Denzel Washington. Is it Denzel? Is Denzel in this movie? This movie. Okay, you know the brother that played in The Heat of the Night, the TV series. All right, he plays an officer investigator in the military during the days of segregation, and he's sent there to, find out what happened, or to find out who killed a sergeant or a staff sergeant, some shit like that. But it's a good damn movie, and this guy who plays Taraji P's boss was in that movie. It's the same guy that was in the TV show. It's a different world. You know what I'm saying? He was like ROTC. The director of the ROTC. So he plays good roles. He's played some roles in a lot of other movies that was for the culture. But this right here, it's kind of like, man, your career is over when you're doing shit like this. Now, Taraji P's landlord, overacting, overreacting, overacting. Tiana Taylor, man, I gotta hold my opinion about her because I'll end up being rude by, just talking about the way she looks to me. And everybody's got an idea of what beauty is. Everybody's got their own idea of what beauty is, and nah, that's not it for me. And yeah, anyway, like I say, I'm not gonna get in on her. Now, as far as her character in the movie, she plays a detective that has a partner, a male partner, and they're called in to investigate the burglary and homicide at the store that Taraji P was working at. And it's like when they're reporting into their CEO or their chief, whatever, it's automatically her partner is taking a side of, yeah, Taraji P did all this on purpose. She's a bad woman. We gotta catch her. And Tiana Taylor is like, or she just had a real fucked up day, and she was just a victim of circumstance. And she tripped. Not tripped, but she snapped. Not a victim of circumstance, but she was in a highly volatile situation and she snapped. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, she's got to have a reason. She's giving Taraji an out, a reason for her snapping type shit. And this causes rift, or you can see the rift between her and her partner. And it's like, okay, with all the drama that's going on, Tyler Perry decides to add some more drama between the two detectives. So it's like, come on, man. And then you got the chief that they were reporting to. So now he's got to pick sides, whether he's going to go with the male counterpart, the male detective, and be like, all right, let's go gung-ho and try to bring this woman in by all means necessary. Or, go with Tiana Taylor and be like, okay, well, let's get political about this shit and keep an open mind, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, when he was like, Tiana, you basically got the lead on this for now, but you better not fuck up, because if you do, it's all on you. Because we could have gone the route of, take no prisoners with this chick. All right. So anyway, they're basically the detectives are like basically one step behind what the real life action is, because by the time they get to the store, Taraji P is over at the bank. And then they go to Taraji P's crib where she was living at, because Taraji P, the landlord was like, if you don't have the rent money, I'm kicking you and your shit out. You know what I'm saying? You, your baby, I'm kicking all y'all out. You know what I'm saying? And throwing your shit on the curb. You know what I'm saying? So Taraji P had gone to the school because she was supposed to have taken her kids some lunch money. Even though she didn't have the lunch money, she still tried to get to the school. And Child Protective Service was taking her kid away because her little kid had an accident that morning, and the school had already been trying to cause issues between. No, the kids. The school was already targeting, her kid to get her kid away from Taraji. Period. And so all that shit happened that same morning. And let me put it to you like this. I'm not trying to fuck up the movie for y'all, so that's why I'm not going in order. So if you want to watch this movie, I'm not trying to fuck it up for you. If you already seen it, then you already know that I'm not going in chronological order of how the events went. Alright? So here it is. I'm watching this, and what really broke the camel's back is when she's sitting in the bank, and she's clearly like, her character, the way that it's written, is severely fucked up. The character in this movie is not fit to live a normal fucking life. The character in this movie is so fucking broken that as an adult, yeah, they shouldn't have any fucking kids. You shouldn't be responsible for any kids because they don't look responsible to take care of themselves. The way that they have Taraji P acting, her character should be locked up somewhere in a mental, emotional facility. And I'm thinking, how does that make us look? You know what I'm saying? It's like, so what the fuck is Tyler Perry trying to say? What's his whole message behind this? This is one of those movies where if I really wanted to invest my energy into it, I would go and try and find a director's interview, like, questioning Tyler Perry and why he decided to write this, why he decided to direct it the way he did, why did he choose the people that he chose to as actors. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I don't get this shit. And as far as my review of the movie, it's trash. As far as me recommending it, hey, despite what I'm saying, try to watch it if you can. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Get your own opinion about it. But I don't think that it should be out there fucking with the minds of the viewers. It doesn't do us any good. It's not showing us how to grow together, how to grow individually. It's not showing us that she is the woman that she is and that the character of the movie is the way she is, but this is how it can be worth something. You know what I'm saying? This is how it's like every move she made was an ignorant ass move. You know what I'm saying? It just is. It's like the only good thing was her taking her child to school and getting her child to school on time. Everything else about the movie is dealing with some kind of struggling situation. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing about her child having to go to school the way she has to go to school because her parent don't have the funds to raise her in a better situation. Now, I remember when I was in school, I was getting free lunches based off of my parents' income. I remember that shit. But I also remember 30, 40, 50 other kids right along with me. We all cheesing and eating grits all together. You know what I'm saying? All these free meals is you know what I'm saying, being gobbled up by all of us in three different classes. You know what I'm saying? We all in that shit together. You know what I mean? If a kid had a sack lunch, that kid was the minority. That kid was the one sitting out. Everybody looking at that kid like, how does it feel when you have no food? You know what I'm saying? We kids. We not knowing that we're the ones that can't afford a sack lunch because we don't have enough groceries to where we can eat something from home instead of getting some kind of free hand-me-down type meal from the city or from the state or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, here we are talking about this movie. And I'm like, yo, it doesn't do us a service at all to watch this movie. It doesn't plant a positive seed in our minds so that way we can. The only kind of seed it places that it placed in my mind was to help other people as a warning to be careful what you watch. You know what I'm saying? Watch this movie with a big warning sign. You know what I'm saying? Don't dive into it, you know, thinking that this shit is some real shit or realistic shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm pretty sure that a lot of us have met people that have the mental capacity of Taraji P's character. I'm pretty sure we know people that are what do you call, like they just do shit above and beyond what they should be doing. You know, in case of like the school teacher, you know, it's like, man, leave these kids alone, leave these families alone. Do your fucking job and educate these kids. You know what I'm saying? Stand up for the kids about the curriculum, the academics of the school. Teachers should know that the shit that they're trying to teach these kids is bullshit. They should be fighting for better subject matter. Not, you know what I'm saying, the welfare of a kid. Be like, at least you made it here today. You know what I'm saying? At least you're in an environment where there's some air conditioning or there's some heat in the wintertime. But just think, there's a lot of schools that don't have heat in there. So what the fuck? Teachers need to mind their fucking business and do the best they can do to really help their students. So anyway, I know that we know people that act like the boss does, and we know we've seen people that act like the cop does. You know what I'm saying? So as far as it having a realistic approach, I know we know these people, but for one person to have a fucked up day the way she did, that's not realistic. That's not realistic. Now, for them to have a month like that, where, you know, one thing happened one day of the month, and then, you know, maybe a week later, you know what I'm saying? I can understand that, but, you know, or not even in the same month. Just things, you know, they usually happen so much that a person gets fed up and then they snap. You know what I'm saying? But this movie, it's like it stuffed all this shit, it jammed all this shit into one morning. One morning. Basically 2 hours of this woman's life. You know what I'm saying? Pushed her over the edge. And I say that because when you watch it, the boss literally, says 2 hours. You're 2 hours, blah, 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 blah. You're fired. And so, seriously, it's like, man, I hope that folks, find better ways to entertain themselves. Sometimes we do have to learn vicariously through other people. Vicariously, I'm using a type of definition where it's like, if I see that it's not working for you, then I'm not fucking with it. Or in a definition type, like, instead of me doing it, I'm gonna watch somebody else do it. Okay? And then I'm gonna learn a lesson from what they got out of that situation, or what they got out of a certain action. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I don't think I'm gonna touch that fire, but I see that somebody else is gonna put their hand into it. So let me see how they react to it. Oop, they burned themselves and it didn't feel too good. It don't look comfortable. That don't look like they like that. I don't, look like that might hurt. They're saying oochie ouch. I don't like saying oochie ouch. Oochie ouch means pain. I don't like pain. So I'm not going to do that. Now, I'm not going to make this video a long video. It's already too long, as far as making a point. And if you don't understand by now, the point to me making this review is to warn you that if you're going to watch this, it's not real. This is a movie that was made by a damaged person. Tyler Perry is a damaged person. They've always been a damaged person. They came into the industry as a damaged person. Check your history on them. You don't see Spike Lee making a movie like this. Alright? You don't see Denzel making a movie like this. You know what I'm saying? So, another reason why I'm making this video is because when it comes down to what we entertain ourselves with, we gotta be careful with it. There's a lot of YouTubers doing shit for content. So we gotta be careful with that. It's hard for me to sit back here and just watch a video that's being recommended to me. Because I'm looking at it and I'm like, really? You know what I'm saying? I do have a type of joy for bullshit. I'm not always, trying to be on that let's keep it real type tip. But it's like, okay. It's like I like videos that's dealing with cooking. I like learning how to do different, I like learning how to cook things differently. I like bushcrafting. But look at the thumbnail. Look at that thumbnail, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't have to tempt me with a female that's barely clothed. You know what I'm saying? Advanced bushcraft. That's tempting enough. You know what I'm saying? A dome cabin built with traditional peg and slot method. I'm interested in that. You don't have to look at that house. That house looks like something that you see off a movie. So the thumbnail is trash. You know what I'm saying? It's an hour and a half long video. But I don't need a thumbnail like that to, to get my interest. So it's like, man, come on now. Gotta be careful. This young lady right here, this Jezebel, she had a video on, and she was skateboarding, and she was learning how to skateboard. I like that she's learning how to do something she had never done before. I like that. Wrestling, I don't even watch wrestling anymore. You know what I'm saying? These videos with couples and shit like that, content creators, even though they're playing a game together, it's like, okay, that might be good for other couples, that want to find something to do with their significant other, their the person that they're cuffing. You know what I'm saying? So that's not my area. More likely, I'll find out who the female is if she looks cute to me. Now this right here, this we playing spades. I fucks with that because it's a podcast / they're playing spades. I can do that. Trick Daddy. I like watching him cook, but I don't agree with the shit that he talks about. Tony Baker, his channel, is cool for me. I like the way he thinks about shit. You know what I'm saying? Things about celebrities I can't fuck with. Every now and then I might want to tap in to see, what's going on with some celebrities. But other than that, no. Desi Banks and Candace B. Harris. Man, I was binge watching their videos like it wasn't shit. Man, I had a blast watching their videos. You know what I'm saying? Because I know so many people that have gone through relationships like that. And it's always humorous. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to go through no shit like they were going through, but I could relate with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had some experiences that were pretty damn close to how they were co-parenting, that type shit. As I'm scrolling down, I'm looking at more. There's videos on these young ladies who are living in their vans or traveling and things like that, and their video blogging, showing folks sharing folks their experience. I think that's cool. I'm always wishing that they're careful. So anyway, as I scroll down, it's like I'm still being careful of the shit that I'm watching. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, another thing is that I've been getting into a lot of, I hate using the word black, but that's how the videos are titled. But it's black people with pets. You know what I'm saying? I like watching those. But if it's not, with brown folks, then it's just funny things that pets do. Just people working. People and their pets, period. I can't go wrong with that. The pets are the stars of the video. So when I'm trying to find stuff on here, it's like I'm being real careful what I watch. I did watch this video here, African American meals, 25 lost African American recipes your grandparents knew. That was a cool video. I watched it on my other channel. That's why it's not highlighted in red at the bottom. But anyway, I said I was gonna get off of here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I said I was gonna get off of here, but I ended up running my mouth, and I'm running my. Oh yeah, and another thing is I like watching videos of disabled folks, because I like to see where their mind is after they've gone through a disabled life. You know what I'm saying? I'm a disabled person too. So it's like I know that I'm not the only one out there that's, positive and, looking forward to, a better day type shit. Hopeful type shit. But to be real with you, to keep it, 100% real, 1,000% real, I don't want to commit suicide. But I lived enough life to be happy and satisfied. And I've said this before on so many other videos. If it wasn't for my family, man, I would not give a fuck about trying to live a better life. You know what I'm saying? It's like COVID, come breathe on me, take my motherfucking ass away type shit. But that's more or less like volunteering, so no, it's still suicidal tendencies. But I don't know, man. I'll put it like this. You know, I would have like a do not resuscitate type shit on my medical records. I think that's about as far as I could go. But I'm already like, man, a bath? Man, fuck a bath. Man, I'll get a bath some other day. You know what I'm saying? Somebody come in and be like, you want to get washed up? No, I'll do it tomorrow. You want to brush your teeth? I'll do it later. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, man, the most important things is having a peace of mind, being in a calm environment, being in a quiet environment. You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying my hobbies, trying to at least, you know what I'm saying? And I can't say trying to, you know, with a whole bunch of venom. It's just, you know, I'm trying to enjoy my hobbies. But, you know, man, this is a fucked up world we live in. And our universe is really trying to kill us off slowly. You know what I'm saying? It's like the planet is trying to take back what we took from it slowly. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's no accident that people get fucked up left and right. You know what I mean? It's like our creator created us. But, you know, for some damn reason, a lot of us are getting fucked up in so many ways. And it's like, what did we do to deserve the situations that get us fucked up? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you're being nice to somebody else, but yet you get hurt and they don't. You know what I mean? It's like saying, hey, I'm gonna sit here and chill and watch TV, but yet your family member's like, man, I really need a ride. Can I get a ride? And you're like, look, let's go. You ready? I'll get you where you're trying to go, get you back home safely. I can get my ass back home and can finish doing what I was doing. Okay, cool. Do you want gas? No, let's just get you to where you need to go so you can do what you need to do. You know what I mean? And then boom, someone out of the blue come and fucking sideswipes you, and you end up in the hospital while your family member, you know what I'm saying, is on the bed, like on your bedside, like, damn, I should have never asked you to this, because if I didn't ask you to this, you know what I'm saying, you would have still been at home chilling. Or you could have gotten a flat tire, you know what I'm saying, and spent out, hit a tree. You know what I'm saying? It's all kind of fucked up ways. I still gotta watch Final Destination, the last one that came out. Speaking of, you know what I mean? Segue. But anyway, I'm gonna get off of here, man. It's just so many thoughts are triggered from the shit that goes on. You know what I'm saying? One thought can lead into a whole bunch of other thoughts. And depending on what the main topic is, you know, we'll go into what you end up talking about. The last thing that you end up talking about. I started off talking about a movie that I think is fucked up, and I'm ending the video talking about some shit that's fucked up. What kind of seed am I going to leave? I'll leave you with this disclaimer. I'm not the smartest person in the world, nor am I the dumbest person. I've done my research on some things, and there's a lot of shit out there that I still need to do research on. Except, I don't trust the sources that I would have to use to do my research from. The reason why I don't trust this shit is because the people who have it all don't want the people who still need to get shit. They don't want us to have anything at all, no more. They don't want us to be educated, so they're burning books, they're rewriting books, they're hiding the truth, they're making the truth and the facts hard to get to. They're trying to get rid of this shit so we never find it. We'll never have it. So, what I need you to do is question everything that I'm talking about. I need you to do your own research on the shit that I'm talking about. I need you to form your own opinions about the shit that I'm talking about. And when you form your own opinion, please leave me a comment. Let me know what your opinion is. What's your thought on this movie that's written by Tyler Perry? I forgot the damn name of it, but the name is on the title of this video. And so, another thing that you can do that's real important is to share your opinion with other people. Because you never know when you'll run across somebody who feels like they're all alone in this world just because they think the way that they think. And other people around them don't agree with the way that they think. You know what I'm saying? So they feel like, they're the weirdo. Other people are saying shit to make this person feel outcasted just because they think differently. You know what I mean? We're not all going to think alike, and we're not all going to, going to fucking agree with each other. But there is a percentage of people that will agree with you. They already do it. Don't take much effort for them to do it, because it's just they do it naturally. They just think the way you do. And when we find people to think like us, we can get a sigh of relief. Like, man, I've been talking to myself over and over again about this shit. So that's why it's important to share your opinion with other people. I'm your man, Podrey. I hope I can give you something to grow by. And if I can't give you something to grow by, go watch somebody else's review and reactions to this movie and see if I'm kind of close to their opinion. My opinion of the movie is kind of close to what their opinion is. All right, anyway, I'm going to get out of here. You have a good day, you have a good night, you have a good morning. Peace.
Give them prayer hands, say what's up America. Half of you should know me, right? Other half a replica. Shout out to my